The next segment is on Kalpana Chakma, an indigenous activist who was abducted by the military on the 12th of June 1996. We saw Shomari Chakma earlier, the person who succeeded Kalpana in the Hill Women's Federation. Anu Muhammad here, an economist and environmentalist who's been campaigning for environmental protection, against the fact that so many trade deals have been happening in Bangladesh which go against the interest of the nation and of course have been ecologically disastrous. Sarah Hussain, my lawyer, who's been representing me over the many years where I've had conflicts with the government. Saidia Gulruk, journalist, editor, writer, researcher, who has worked with me and helped me begin the process and make the initial connections with the Paharis. The calendar here is a venue, is a platform, is a process through which we've used the popular motif of the calendar, which typically used to have pictures of flowers, nature, pretty women, mosques, which we've used for making social statements. There are 3 pictures here, which are a small segment of much larger stories. And this is a very significant body of work I've done over many years, looking at the river Brahmaputra, which goes through China, India, and into Bangladesh. This one is in Tibet, near the ashram of the great Bangla scholar Atish Dipankar. Then we have the Halafa boat in Guwahati in Assam. In the center, in the middle of the river, is a little temple. And this is very significant. Sailboats are disappearing in Bangladesh, and I was trying to take photographs of the sailboats left. This is Ilish fishing. But while I was in prison, my fellow prisoners had asked for a photograph of mine. This one had been taken in, and they painted a 12-foot mural of that picture on the wall of the hospital of Kiranagon jail. It's a photograph that I've had published in leading newspapers across the globe, but this is the proudest publication I've ever had. This is inside Shahbag jail, Shahbag Thana police station. These were people protesting the setting up of a power plant in the protected heritage zone of Chundarbans, the mangrove forests. They were beaten up by the police, and I took this picture inside the station. And this one is our Supreme Court. We end with a segment which is based on my period of incarceration. My fellow prisoners took very good care of me while I was in jail, and they were concerned that I, a journalist, did not have a radio, so they built this radio for me. It worked. It was also an MP3 player. And the next segment is a set of 3D drawings that my niece, Sophia Karim, an architect and an artist, made for me based on my memory. So this segment is me and myself feeding my sparrows. There were many people who brought presents for me while I was in jail. I had nothing to give in return. So I would collect flowers early in the morning as my gift to them. Fellow prisoners had asked for musical instruments which friends had gathered and sent in, so they set up a band. Kautukda, a prisoner who used to feed the cats every morning. This is called, I've forgotten now. This is where we gather, I think, I don't remember the name right now, but it's where prisoners gather the morning after they're brought in to be logged and photographed and have their medical records established. The cell I was in, the hospital, the earlier cell, much smaller, Amdani, where incoming new prisoners are kept, and that's how they sleep sometimes. And this is how visitors talk to us. The sound is so deafening you can hardly hear, and we used to use A4 sheets with cryptic messages and binary responses to let people know what we were trying to get across, and the architectural drawings that Sophie had made. Let's take a look round, see the whole show again.